Hello, my friends. How do you do? Today, we are going to talk about articles and noun quantifiers. Use of articles a, an, and the to specify the nouns. A and the are articles used to indicate the specificity or generalization of a noun. A and an are indefinite articles used to refer to any member of a general group. The is a definite article used to refer to a specific member of a group that is known or can be identified by the context. Let's see first a, which is used before words that begin with a consonant sound. For example, I saw a cat in the garden. But there are some exceptions. Use a before words that begin with a consonant sound, even if the spelling begins with a vowel. For example, a university. And is used before words that begin with a vowel sound. For example, she ate an apple for breakfast. With the exception, use an before words that begin with a vowel sound, even if the spelling begins with a consonant. For example, an hour. The is a definite article used before a specific noun that is known to the reader or listener, or when there is only one of a particular thing. For example, I saw the cat that always sits on the neighbor's porch. Specific cat known to both speaker and listener. Another example, let's go to the park. Assumes there is only one park in the context. Let's see more examples. I would like to buy a new car. I would like to buy a new car. He is a talented musician. He is a talented musician. We had an amazing time at the beach. We had an amazing time at the beach. I met her at the airport yesterday. I met her at the airport yesterday. We are going to visit the Grand Canyon next summer. We are going to visit the Grand Canyon next summer. She's an honest person, always telling the truth. She's an honest person, always telling the truth. He lives in an European country. He lives in an European country. Use of the quantifiers some and any. Some. Some is used in affirmative statements when we are talking about an indefinite quantity that is more than one, but not necessarily a large amount. For example, I bought some fruits at the market. There are some interesting books on the shelf. Requests and offers. Some is used in offers or requests when we expect a positive response. For example, would you like some coffee? Can I have some help with this? Any is used in negative statements or question when we are talking about an indefinite quantity or asking about availability. For example, I don't have any money with me. Have you seen any good movies lately? Also, we use any in questions, both in yes or no question and WH question. For example, did you bring any snacks for the party? Is there any information about the schedule? We use any also in affirmative statements for emphasize or to express surprise. For example, she doesn't need any more excuses. Let's see some examples. She has made some delicious cookies for the party. She has made some delicious cookies for the party. Let's watch some movies tonight. Let's watch some movies tonight. Would you like some help with your homework? Would you like some help with your homework? She doesn't have any experience in web development. She doesn't have any experience in web development. Is there any milk left in the fridge? Is there any milk left in the fridge? Did you bring any snacks for the road trip? Did you bring any snacks for the road trip? We don't need any additional information at the moment. We don't need any additional information at the moment. Determiners much and many to quantify nouns. Much and many are the determiners that are used to quantify nouns. They are typically used in different contexts based on whether the noun they modify is countable or uncountable. Much. Much is used with uncountable nouns to indicate large amount or quantity. For example, I don't have much time to finish this project. She doesn't have much patience. Also, we use much in questions and negatives. For example, is there much sugar left in the jar? I don't have much experience in coding. Many. Many is used with countable nouns to indicate a large number. For example, there are many students in the classroom. How many books are on the shelf? Also, we use many in question and negatives. For example, have you seen many good movies lately? I don't have many friends in this city. Let's see more examples. How many languages can you speak? How many languages can you speak? Have you spent much time on your homework? Have you spent much time on your homework? There isn't much coffee left in the pot. There isn't much coffee left in the pot. He doesn't have much knowledge about astronomy. He doesn't have much knowledge about astronomy. I didn't see many bears in the park today. I didn't see many bears in the park today. Many students participate in the science fair. Many students participate in the science fair. A few and a little. A few is used with countable nouns to indicate a small number or quantity that is more than one. For example, I have a few friends coming to the party. There are only a few chocolates left in the box. Can you lend me a few pens for the meeting? Also, we use a few for positive context to express the presence of a small but sufficient number. For example, she made a few suggestions for improving the project. A liter. A liter is used with uncountable nouns to indicate a small amount or quantity. For example, I need a little water to water the plants. There's only a little sugar left in the jar. Could you add a little salt to the soup? Also, we use a little for positive context to express the presence of a small but sufficient amount. For example, he showed a little patience while explaining the concept. Let's see more examples. I have a few books on my shelf that you might enjoy. I have a few books on my shelf that you might enjoy. We made a few changes to the schedule for next week. We made a few changes to the schedule for next week. I have a little advice for you regarding time management. I have a little advice for you regarding time management. I need a little flour to make pancakes. I need a little flour to make pancakes. There is and there are. There is and there are commonly used phrases in English, and their usage depends on whether you are referring to a singular or plural noun. There is, it is used when referring to a singular noun or an uncountable noun. For example, there is a cat on the roof. We are talking about a singular countable noun, a cat. Another example, there is some milk in the fridge. We are talking about uncountable noun, milk. There are is used when referring to plural nouns. For example, there are 3 apples on the table. In this case, we are talking about the plural of a countable noun, apple. Another example, there are many books in the library. Also, the plural of a countable noun, in this case, book. Let's see more examples. There is a problem with the computer system. There is a problem with the computer system. There is a chance of rain later in the day. There is a chance of rain later in the day. There is an old oak tree in the backyard. There is an old oak tree in the backyard. There are many cars parked in the garage. There are many cars parked in the garage. There are 2 options available for the menu. There are two options available for the menu. There are people waiting for the bus at the stop. There are people waiting for the bus at the stop. And that's it, folks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. See ya. Thank you.